Let me share the screen real quick. Oh my goodness, it's taking forever. Let's go. All right, there are 29. I'm sharing the screen now. So we have the 4 original Black Sabbath members. We have Ozzy solo albums, Tony Iommi solo albums, not including Seventh Star. We have Geezer Butler solo albums, Bill Ward solo albums, and Ronnie James Dio solo albums. I counted him as an essential member. So
Yeah.
let's get right off the bat with this. We have Holy Diver as the first one. How do you think this one stands against the album cover? Remember, we're ranking the album cover.
Yeah, I think album cover that goes in S. That's iconic as they come.
And this next one, if you didn't know who is on it, don't worry. It says right on the album, Bill Ward. It yells it at you. This one is like a solid D or F for me. It's just a name.
Yeah, I would put that in F. That's really low effort.
Yeah, this next one is another Dio album, and for the life of me, I don't remember the name of this one, but I know it's one of his 2000s albums.
All the Dio artwork is usually pretty cool. I'd probably put that one in like B.
Yeah, B. Not one of his best, but it's okay.
Yeah.
The next one is Sacred Heart. I know this one. This one's his 3rd album. This is a cool one. I think either an A or B.
Yeah, I'd say put it in B. There's cooler Dio albums.
I'm kind of upset that all the Dio albums are first. These are all the good ones.
Yeah.
I don't know why I decided to put them in this order. Whatever. This one's Sacred Heart. Yeah, it's the name of the album, I think. Wait, no, I already did Sacred Heart. This one's Dream Evil.
Yeah, Dream Evil. I would put that one at S. That's a super cool album cover.
Underrated album, in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely.
Next one, I think the name of the album is Killing the Dragon, and I think anything, as a power metal fan, anything with a dragon goes in S for me.
Yeah, I'd put that in S.
Lock Up the Wolves is the next one. It's another Dio record.
I think that one's a little weaker. I'd probably personally put that one in C.
Down at C. The next one, probably another weaker Dio album, both musically and the album cover itself. I think it's called Magica.
Yeah, Magica.
Probably a C or a D from me.
Yeah, C works.
Master of the Moon. I think this one's a cool one from his latest.
Yeah, that's a really cool album cover. I'd put that one in A.
What the hell is it? Strange Highways.
What the fuck is that one's actually pretty cool. I like that one a bit. I'd put that one in A or B.
And the last Dio album I think we have is The Last in Line.
And The Last in Line goes in S for Last in Line, yeah.
The next one is the first Tony Iommi solo album. I'm pretty sure it's just called Iommi. Another F, I think.
Yeah, that's definitely an F.
This one is, I think, the second Tony Iommi solo album. It has a couple more names on it than just Iommi's.
I guess you can put that one in D.
Yeah, D for whatever. Bill Ward. Fuck Bill Ward. And this is
put it in F for fuck Bill Ward.
Both Bill Ward albums in the very bottom.
Trying to go with some fucking Godfather looking album cover.
This next one is Ozzy Osbourne's most recent album. It's Ordinary Man. It came out this year. Like all of the Ozzy Osbourne albums, he lets you know that he is in the band. Puts himself on the album cover. Then it's C or D for me.
I'm not, as you know, I'm not a huge fan of the people being on the album cover, and every single one of Ozzy's albums has him on the cover. I think it's just kind of tacky, personally.
Yeah.
But I actually think that's a pretty cool album cover. Regardless, I would probably put it B or C.
Go C. This next one is our first Geezer Butler album. I don't even remember. It's a hand.
Honestly, I didn't know Geezer Butler had solo albums.
I know he has 2 or 3. 1, 2,
3.
Yeah, this is a Geezer Butler album. It is a hand.
I guess I'd put that one in.
Compared to the other guys besides Dio, the first one that we have that isn't just a name on it So I'm gonna put it in B.
You know what? Yeah. B for Butler.
This next one, another Ozzy Osbourne album, one of his more popular ones. It's Bark at the Moon, and it's Ozzy like on a tree. He looks like a werewolf. Uh, of all of the albums ever released with somebody on it, like a member of the band, this is
Yeah.
not one of the cooler ones.
Yeah, I think we could probably put that one in B for Bark at the Moon.
B for Bark at the Moon. The next one also has Ozzy Osbourne on it. It's No Rest for the Wicked. He has all of these ladies around him.
Yeah, that one's weak sauce. Put that one in D.
Another Geezer Butler album. It has like a giant bug on it. Once again, Geezer Butler, the only one putting actual effort into the art. I'm gonna throw this in A.
I mean, it looks pretty cool just from the little thumbnail. So.
Thank you, Geezer. Or should I say G/Z/R?
Geezer.
Name of the band. This next one is Ozzy Osbourne's very unliked 2008 Black Rain album. It's him, like, it's probably the most literal of all of these albums. Speaking of album covers, it's like rain, black rain raining upon him.
Well, I guess put it in D for don't do that.
Don't let black rain fall on you. It's probably poisonous or something.
Yeah.
Certainly some sort of toxicity. Compared to a lot of our lists, we have blown through this pretty fast. We've only been on for 6 minutes, and let's take a little more time. But of course, a lot of the albums we're dealing with have just the name on them.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying, really.
Yeah, screw these albums. This one, my favorite Ozzy Osbourne album, but not for the album cover, certainly.
I think that's probably the worst Ozzy album cover. I'm going to be honest. One? Yeah, it just looks so stupid.
Very cheesy.
And then, like, he has this, like, you know, like, the like, oozing monster text for Diary of a Madman. That's what it looks like, at least. I'm not versed in Ozzy solo albums because I admittedly don't really like Ozzy all that much. So I don't really know what this album looks like. I've seen it before. I have a vague idea of what it looks like. It just looks stupid from here, though.
Very cheesy, I can agree. He actually has his son in the picture.
He does?
Yeah, somewhere like way in the background, he's like sitting in a chair and like laughing.
Jeez. Well, I'd say put it in F for fuck Bill Ward.
All right, fair enough. This next one, Blizzard of Oz. I think this is one of the more iconic covers.
Yeah, that one's actually not too bad. You know, he's doing the paint me like one of your French girls pose, and
before that was even invented.
he did it first. They stole that from Ozzy. I'd probably put that one in A.
Sure. This next one, Osmosis. Very underrated Ozzy Osbourne album, by the way, musically, but the cover is really stupid. It's like literally like eyeballs or mouths like shed like across his body. It's the one album cover though where he doesn't have like his face like, look at me, I'm Ozzy Osbourne. Like,
yeah, he's not using himself to sell the album.
This could be anybody.
Yeah,
this is why it's one of his worst selling albums.
Quite possibly, yeah. That's up to you.
I'm gonna give it a D.
D for God damn it.
You know, I really don't. I think it's called. Wait, I really don't remember the name of this. Tell you the truth, but it's Ozzy Osbourne here. He's pretending to be crucified or something.
I guess put it in C for crucifixion.
All right. This next one, Let Me Hear You Scream or something like that is the name of the album. Ozzy's standing on something. He's got a flag. This is the era of Ozzy Osbourne where he was like really catering to like
radio rock.
Yeah, and it really shows through the album covers. Like this has 2010 hard rock written all over it.
Yeah, just like butt rock, dad rock bullshit.
The next one we have No More Tears.
That one, it looks like a pretty, like he's trying to be more emotional. but I don't know. I don't know the album, so I don't know what the context of it is with the music. But it's not bad. It's actually pretty. I mean, it's generic, but it's not bad generic. It's on the higher end of generic. So I'd put it in C for, or no, put it in B for. I don't know.
Bitches.
I can't think of a pun.
Next one we have is another Geezer Butler album. More artwork, weirder artwork. I don't know what to do with this.
It's hard when you're not familiar with the material.
Mm-hmm. And we're unfamiliar with about half of these.
Yeah.
This next one we have is The Ultimate Sin from 1986. Ozzy's head is like on a dragon or something. This is a really popular album cover for some reason. Like I see people share this a lot.
Yeah, I've seen that album cover a lot more than any of the others, I think. And that one is actually, it uses real art, so it looks like he kind of tried on that one. I guess you could put that one in A. I wouldn't be mad at that.
Okay. And the last one, another Bill Ward album. And this album was released in 1997, but Bill Ward used a picture of himself from like 1977.
Yeah, I'd say put that one in F for fuck Bill Ward.
Yeah, fuck Bill Ward. So we have a great collection here of the Black Sabbath solo album covers. The only ones that made it to S were the ones.
Yeah, well, you know what? We're basing it on the album covers, not the musical content, okay? So I know that there are some Ozzy things that if we're basing it on musical content would probably be higher up, and some of those Dio albums, maybe just the Dragon one would be lower down. But I don't really know the Dragon one, but fuck, that's cool album artwork. I really need to sit down and just listen to all the Dio albums and get really familiar with them. I only know a few of them, like Last in Line, Holy Diver, and yeah, I think that's about it.
I'm really happy that we were able to knock out this list in like really quick amount of time. Usually we spend a lot more time on these tier lists.
Yeah. This one was pretty straightforward. It's pretty clear cut which ones look cool and which ones don't, I think the way we have them lined up is lined up pretty well, like, aesthetically pleasing to the eye.
And luckily this will be, I think, our last Black Sabbath tier list, our last Black Sabbath episode. We finally made it through. We spoke about all 19 albums, just about every singer that was ever a part of Black Sabbath, all 13 of them, at some capacity, whether or not it was they got their justice, and we spoke about them for a long time, but we did speak about every single person we could, every single album, and we did it. We made it 3 episodes of Black Sabbath content. And of course, for all of you listening on Facebook, if you didn't get to hear everything we spoke about before, you can check out all of our previous episodes on Podbean. You can just look up RGV Titan Radio and stream all of our episodes there whenever you want. You can download it and listen to it whenever. I think we had a lot of fun with
listen to us in podcast format.
Yeah, I think we had a lot of fun doing this, and maybe we'll stick with the theme of just picking one band.
Going through the history of a band, yeah.
Do you have any in particular you'd want to do next week?
I think it'd be pretty fun to get into Megadeth.
Okay.
Considering how much we don't like them.
I wouldn't say I dislike Megadeth, but I definitely enjoy making fun of them. It's really easy.
I think at this point I don't hate them. I don't dislike them. I'm definitely a Metallica fanboy, as everyone knows by now. But there's just so much that goes wrong with them. Like anytime you hear about Megadeth, it's not about something good, and they make some amazing music, but it's just sometimes they do some cringy shit, man. And Dave Mustaine didn't know how to sing for the better part of like 30 years, so it hurts. So I think Megadeth would be fun to get into.
That being said, Justin's band Archangel AD sounds exactly like Megadeth.
Yeah, so if you like Megadeth, go ahead and check us out. If you ever compare me to Dave Mustaine, I'll fucking punch you. So
luckily, we're about 50 minutes apart from each other right now, so
Yeah.
you can't punch me.
I'll make a quick drive over there.
Make a quick drive just to punch me and then
Yep.
leave. So
Yep.
it looks like that's going to wrap up this episode of Heavy Metal Mania. We'd like to thank everyone that tuned in, whether you were listening on RGV Titan Radio or watching us through the tier list on Facebook. We'll see you next week. We should have a lot of fun on whatever the heck we talk about next week. Justin, any last words?
Just, stay safe out there. Keep doing what you're doing. Hang on, hold tight, and fucking pucker up those buttholes. We're coming at you hard next week.
Yeah, and remember, like I said, check us out on Podbean. Just look up RGV Titan Radio. You can listen to Heavy Metal Mania and all the other shows that are part of RGV Titan Radio. So for Justin, for Fred back in Edinburgh, this is Nathaniel Puente signing off, saying stay heavy.
Stay heavy, fuckers. Alrighty then, good show.
That one felt
I can't hear you. What?
That one felt a lot smoother than the last one.
Yeah,
yeah.
I
felt like the last one I was like struggling a little bit.
Good job, guys.
Thanks, man.
As always.
So you want to do
that was fun.
Next week?
Yeah, next week we should do some Megadeth. I'll actually study. I know I say that every week, but I'm going to really try. I can at least give you some of that early history.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'll try to come prepared. I'll do some listening, I guess. Ugh, I have to listen to Megadeth now. But yeah, I'll be prepared for next week. So we'll see you later, man.
All right. See you. Have a good day, guys.
You too.
Later, dudes. You guys kicked ass.